is Crystal at Sierra's Garden, and she has these amazing bird of paradise flowers. And one of the things that I really like about it is this is really close to a true blue. I mean, it looks super blue on the camera. Yeah, so that's always fun to see something that looks really, really blue. It's kind of interesting. I'd like to maybe cut these down, but I don't know how long these flowers are going to last, so you can see the flowers because you don't really see them. You know, they're hidden. It's just interesting how the flowers kind of stay low. I don't know if that's because that's the nature of the plant or because it's so crowded in there. Maybe we would get more height on those. But this whole thing needs to get cleaned up. But yeah, I thought you might enjoy those bird of paradise flowers. So a few things have happened over here. I'm still waiting for this thing to make a full comeback, but it's gotten some growth. I figured by now it would have more. I guess it's just not warm enough. Those coleus like the warmth. I planted potato vine. Now, I originally meant to plant that lime vine, but I was concerned that it wouldn't get enough sun here. And I don't know what I was thinking. I think it's going to be fine. It may not grow as vigorous, which is fine because I just kind of want to fill this corner in a little bit anyways. And I'm sure the potato vine will trail through here, so that'll take attention over the summer to keep it looking good. And then when I was at the store, I saw, or the nursery, there was this potato vine. And it said that it did pretty good in partial shade. And I just assumed that it would vine out like this, but after I planted it, I looked at the tag and it said that it mounds. So then I just popped this in. So I'm like, I'll see what that does, and then we'll see how this does here, because this spot gets a lot of shade. And I've just been dilly-dallying with the pots. This one's starting to look good. I'm liking that red, the darker red and the brighter pink. I don't know, those ones in the back are filling in. I've always had issues with these things. They just sit there like this and do hardly anything. So that's good for some applications. And the plumeria is looking good. Starting to come back. That's exciting. I bought a grapevine and some corn for now at the lab, so I'm just keeping it here for now. I took a bunch of leaf cuttings and I'm using that as my little propagation. Everything's looking good over here. I put together this pot for the front. I'm really, really in love with this Portulacaria elephant fruit there. I can't remember what it's called now. Oh, I should know. The Mediopicta. That's what that one is. I like that Mediopicta. That's my new favorite. Oh, and then I picked up these flowers. So I want to put them in a pot together eventually. And I do have some extra potato vine that I want to put in there, the lime one. And we got the chrysanthemum coming into bloom. A bunch more coming up there. It's gonna look good. Everything's looking good. I keep cutting the blooms off of this thing, hoping to get it to leaf out a little more. I just think that needs to be repotted, but it's been in a spot that doesn't get enough sun, so I just stuck it there so that it would get sun. I really like this Tradescantia over there, and I'd like to have a pot kind of filled out with that Tradescantia and that nook. But that one needs sun, and that's kind of the only spot. I did pop in the gladiolus over here, and I got a couple of them popping up. I thought I put like 3 in there. So one of them must have been one from the dollar store, and the other ones were the ones I got from Holland Bowls. And I'm getting another one popping up in there, and I might be getting a sunflower there. I really shouldn't have left those areas unmulched for the sunflowers, because it looks like they're not doing what I want them to do coming up. Now this pot right here has, this is not necessarily going to stay here at Sierra's, and it is mine, and it has, I can't remember, it's a kind of an orchid, and I really need to get that taken out of there, and I've seen, and it needs to be divided, and the roots need to be gone through, and it looks like it's a big job from what I've seen on YouTube. So I keep putting it off and putting it off, but it needs to be done by the end of this month. It's May, but I want to put this hydrangea and those petunias and that potato vine in that pot, because that will look amazing. Alright, so that is Sierra's garden update. It looks super pretty when you come out. I'm liking it. Oh, and then I figured out what I want to do over here. I'm gonna get a teak shower bench, and then we can put plants on top of it in the winter time, and in pots, and then it'll cover up all that ugly. And then in the summertime, when the plumeria is grown out and it covers up all that ugly, then, you know, we can move those plants somewhere else. All right. Well, I wanted to make this short. I don't know how it got to 7 minutes. I guess I just can't do things fast. Anyways, thanks for watching Sierra's Garden Update. May something. It's after May 15th, 2024. When it rains, go out and tan.